Okay, today I'll be going over the intro task, and I'll walk you through from Jira to pull requests. So first thing we want to do is come to our Jira board right here, and you want to create a new task. Right here under Epic link, for this, our Epic task is we want to link it to this one, which is add new devs to the page. For the summary, you can just name it something like add your name to web dev page, something like that would be fine. Then assignee, you want to like assign it to yourself, and then sprint one, and you can give it like some description if you want. For this particular task, it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, it's important. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit create, and now if I scroll down here to the bottom, I can see this new task. And also in the search, you could just select only you, and you will only see the tasks assigned to you. So I'm gonna open that up. I see it as the task number 117, and it's basically the child of task 110, which it's linked to. So from here, navigate to the Unity Robotics organization. Go to our website's repo. This should also be linked in the Discord title of the webmaster chat. From here, you're gonna hit this green code button. You're gonna download this, and then in your IDE of choice, open a new terminal, and then you're going to do a git clone of that. Oh no, accidentally did uh, the exponent B there. Don't do that. So git clone that repo, and here we see this new folder called website pop up. And once this is done running, all of the files off of the remote repo you will have saved locally. Oh, so here they all are. So here we can like go through, see like our different files and whatnot. So what we want to do is under about and under our our-web-team.php, I want you to add yourself to this page. So for example, right down here, I've made like a template for it. So for example, you can like add that in, go ahead and uncomment that, and uncomment that. Okay, doesn't want to. I'm just gonna steal Nick here. Cool. So there's a few things that you're gonna need to change on here. So for example, change it to be your name. So for the sake of this video, I will be adding Mr. Chef to this page. We'll change image in a second. I'm gonna walk through like resizing an image first, and then we'll go from there. So first things first, change the name. So I'm gonna name him Mr. Chef. He is like team member. And yeah, let's just go ahead and make that capital. Then you put like some paragraph here. Likes to cook chefly food. I'm like I'm pretty sure chefly's not a word, but we're just gonna go with it. Then you can like link to your LinkedIn here. Wonder if chef is taken. Just kind of want to see where that'll go. And then link to your like GitHub. So to do that, just go to like, yeah, I can show you that real quick. If you click right here and then click your profile, this is the link that you should use for that. And then LinkedIn, you just use the link to your home profile on that. Then from there, what we want to do is we want to change the image. So something that you can use for that is paint.net. So we can go here to File, and let's open this right here. Alright, no, that's the one I already have edited. Let's go to Pictures, it's right here. So whenever we want to put images on the site, we need to have them to be under 20 kilobytes. So one way I found of doing that is checking into paint.net. You can go to image and hit resize. We're going to resize it to 360 by 360. Gonna hit OK. And now we're going to save as. And I'm just going to save it. How about, yeah, we're just in here. I'm just going to save it as Mr. Chef. And I'm going to save that as a JPEG. So let's hit save. And we need this to be under 20, so let's just, perfect. Cool. So now we resize that image. Now we can add it to our site. So the directory I want you to add this to is going to be under images. There it is. So under images, and then I'm just double checking on my other monitor to make sure I get this right. Perfect. So here, I want you to add it under a directory called web team pics. I don't see it here, so I'm just going to create it real quick. Web team pics. Then under here, I'm going to move that into the file explorer. And let me go get that chef picture. So right here, Mr. Chef, I'm just going to copy that into here. And here we can see it's our picture, mrchef.jpg. So now let's link to that picture. So it's under images, then under web team pics, and then mrchef.jpg. Okay, so as far as changes, that should be done. Now what you need to do, before pushing anything, you should definitely check your changes by uploading it to the dev site. So something like PHP Storm has a deployment tool built in. Here I'm going to be using FileZilla. So you're going to log into dev.unityrobotics.com. Use your username, which should be first initial last name. Put in your password, and then go to port 21, and you can hit Quick Connect. You can also set up permanent connections, which I would recommend if you're going to be using FileZilla a lot. So go ahead and do that. Cool. Here we have the remote side and the local side. On the local side, I'm just going to copy this link here. So I'm using the right repo. Website video test, website. There we go. So here, there's like all the files in the local copy of the site, and here's all the files in the remote side of the site. So to upload that, I'm going to go here to About. I'm going to go to About on this side. And I'm going to go to our web team.php, which is a file I was editing. I'm going to hit Upload. And yeah, it's okay to overwrite anything on the dev site. So now if I do navigate, I should see that page, but there should be a problem with it, which we'll see when we get there. So you could either get there by going to about/our web team, because that is just the direct link to that file, or you can scroll down to the bottom and I have it linked here in the footer. So here we have Mr. Chef, but we notice that the image has not loaded in. The reason is because we have not uploaded it. So we have to go to images and then to web team pics. And we want to upload this file right here. So now Mr. Chef has been uploaded to the dev site. So if we reload this page, we should see him. And there he is. Mr. Chef, a very valued team member, upload to the dev site. And now looking at it, I think this feature is complete and I'm ready to commit it to our GitHub. So to do this, what we need to do is first, you need to put these changes on a new branch. I meant to do this before, but I've forgotten it up until now. That branch we're going to name after our Jira ticket. So URW 117. So I'm going to check out that branch, URW-117. But since this branch does not already exist, I'm going to use the -b flag. So I did not actually let me show you that. So I wasn't actually in the website yet. In the website directory, I had to cd into it. So now that I'm here, I've switched to new branch, URW117. If I do git status, I should see, yep, these are the files that were either added or modified. I'm going to go ahead and do git add dot to track that file. So now if I do git status, here we see that they're going to be part of this commit. So now we're going to commit this. The -m flag is to add a message, which I'm going to put in quotes. Added Mr. Chef to the web team page. You can put anything you want in this commit message. Just make sure that it's like meaningful in some way. So I'm going to go ahead and commit that. And then once I'm happy with my commit, I will go ahead and do git push. And since this is a new branch, for the first time only, you will have to do set upstream. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Cool. And now I have pushed those changes for my new branch. So let's navigate to the remote repo right now. And I should see, I need to reload the page first. Yep, right here, URW117. And if that didn't pop up, you can hit right here to list all the branches. And here I see the branch I created, URW117. So I think this branch is done now. I'm happy with the features I made, so I'm going to go ahead and make a new pull request. So you can click here to pull request, or here you can just hit compare and pull request to do it immediately. So what that would do, hit pull request, new pull request, and I want to pull my branch, URW117, into develop. So I'm going to go ahead and hit create pull request. And what this does is it will create an open pull request, which is basically you requesting for your branch to be pulled into master, into our develop branch. And before we can go ahead and merge, you will need 2 approving reviews. So 2 people out of me, Nick, and Sebastian will have to review your changes and approve them. And once that is done, then a merge button will pop up here, and we'll get those merged into our develop branch. And then periodically we will merge things from develop to the live site. So yeah, that should walk through the entire process. One thing I do want to address, if you have not set up Git on your machine already, you might get a message when trying to push saying that you need to log in with your username and password. This is kind of misleading because they no longer support this. What you need to do is you would need to generate an access token. So to do that, so it will ask you for username and password. What you would end up doing is username, you should put personal access token, and then password, you should leave it blank. To generate an access token, go like from GitHub, click up here, then go down to settings. You want to go down to developer settings and then personal access tokens. And then here's where you generate a new token. You'll select all the options you want for that. And then from there, you'll use that token to log in, and you should have access to push to Git, or to GitHub. Cool. And remember, if you're ever having any problems with the site or anything, just please feel free to reach out, and we will help in any way we can.